Yeah, 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 yeah. We are here. We are here. I.O.W. Sports. Hey. Your boy Walker in the building. Detroit Mel in the building.
What up, dude?
Coming in hot. He coming in hot. Oh man, what up? How's everybody doing today? Hey, I know we on CP time. It's all good. For those who are new to the show, don't ever expect to start on time. Just expect that you're gonna get a show at some point. And we here. It's episode 298. Like I said, we racking up these shows. StreamYard taking all my dough. I mean,
some bullshit.
Man. Well, I'm just glad the connection is better there. I don't know what the hell was happening on Monday's show. And the joint was kind of, it was economic janky.
That shit was going in and out like I was checking my hair. My shit going bad.
Nah, I think that's what it was. They was like, "Hey, bro, man, you late on the payment, bro."
Right. So stop fucking your shit up. like when T-Mobile slow your speed down.
Hey, because then I had Omar from Bottom Line Sports, Ball and Buzz Sports and Entertainment. Shout out to him the last 2 nights, and it was doing the same thing. I'm like, the hell is going on? And then I kept looking at that damn we sent your payment, but it didn't come through. So it's like I was like, oh, okay.
It's like, oh, can I get the mins?
Yeah, I fixed
nigga, you delinquent. Can I get the mins?
Hey, I paid him today.
That nigga sound loud and clear now. Get our money, you get your show.
Yeah, you get the quality of your show back when we get our money, motherfucker.
You sound like a deaf mute yesterday. That's all this motherfucker.
I was like, what the hell is
this nigga on a short bus.
Short bus, shout.
I should have put a helmet on that motherfucker.
Nah, man. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Right.
Talk sports.
Just joking. I'm trying to offend my retarded people. Just joking.
Yeah, these jokes don't try to ban us for the R word, man.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to take that word back, man.
What regress?
No, retard.
Yeah, do that.
I'm trying to claim it. You know, because here's my thing, man. I don't call retards. I don't call people that's mentally challenged retarded. You know what I'm saying? I call people who act retarded. There's a difference.
Yeah, you about to definitely get that. I think that might do it, man. That might be.
There's a big difference. If you're mentally challenged, I don't call you that word. But but there's some people that act retarded. There's no other way to describe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you trying to claim this word back is really messing up our shit, dog.
I need y'all to sign this petition for me.
No, I'm gonna need you to do that.
Claim back to our word.
You about to get a pot of there. Anyway, man, y'all know what it is, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification every time we drop new content or go live.
Right.
Again, it's I.O.W. Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly on the YouTube. I.O.W. Sports 1 on the Twitter. You can chop it up with us personally. On the Twitter, Detroit Mail, he got his own Twitter page. KCY Carmar, we there. Hey man, we everywhere. We keep grinding. Y'all keep showing the love and support. We appreciate everything you guys do. But hey man, spread the word, man. It's free and word of mouth can go a long way. Hey, put I.O.W. Sports in the mental and mouths of a lot of people. You never know where it might end up.
Word of mouth go a long way. Mouth to dick go even longer. You can quote me on that.
MTD, please. Yes, please.
Right.
Don't be scared of gargling, baby. Yeah.
Get it off.
Lord. I'm not joining the shenanigans at our Detroit Mail. I'm not joining the shenanigans.
I helped out many esophagus in my life.
I got the NBA in-season tournament on the background. You got the Pacers and the Bucks. Early start time. I know they're in Vegas, but damn. Like my goodness.
Doing better than us.
Hey, for real. I don't know about you, but I had to change my mind on my thoughts and feelings on the in-season tournament, man.
All right, go ahead. I ain't even watched it yet, but go ahead. I've been watching like highlights, but I haven't sat down and watch it.
Well, I thought it was gonna be trash, man. Not only because, it's such a, a new thing that they're trying to do. But I thought it was going to be trash just because it's like, what's the point of it? I mean, yes, you incentivize people to play for $500,000, but I'm like, what does that do for people who's already making almost $50 million a year? And then I had to think about it. That's your top superstars are making that type of money. And me and O last night were having a good conversation about it. Look at these cats who are making the league minimum. They're at the back end of that roster.
That's part of his game. They're at the back end of that pay scale where they're only making $500,000 to them is probably double up their wages for the season. So yeah, sure.
And I don't know if anybody's been watching it, but they've actually been playing some very competitive basketball, man. They've been getting after it.
That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing people saying that.
Yeah, no, they've been getting after it. Especially in Indiana. You should have heard the crowd, bro. They was treating it like it was a playoff game. Like they was going nuts. They was going crazy.
They need something to go nuts for in Indiana. They just ain't getting shit for a while.
So it's like, man, they were it was one of those things where you see the crowd was getting into it, the players were getting into it for sure. They were doing their thing. And it's just I had to change my mind. But there is one thing that they gotta fix. They gotta fix the point differential. And the only reason why I say they got to fix the point differential is because you got cats that's going to be out there playing for unnecessary minutes when the game's in hand. You either you're going to have to run up the score, and obviously what happens when you run up the score. People get in their feelings, they get mad, and you can cause a situation right there. Even though I think that's a personal problem, but you're gonna
don't me around the score, stop me.
Well, yeah, you're not wrong. I'm with you. But another issue is you're going to possibly, you got to run up the score because you got to have point differential. You got to win by a certain amount of points to advance to the, knockout round. Say you lose a player, you lose a Kevin Durant, a LeBron, a Curry, a Dame, Greek Freak, somebody, a Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Anthony Davis. You lose one of these big names, for the sake of point differential in November, early December. That can possibly mess up, a trip to the Larry O'Brien, or a possibility they'll get that Larry O'Brien trophy in late May, early June. Now you sacrifice your viewership and your money that you can make, because the big money that you're making off of viewership is in June for the finals.
Right.
You sacrifice that for an injury, for point differential in November for an in-season tournament. I mean, it didn't happen this year, but not to saying that it can never happen. It's just I'm looking at the angles where if you give out an injury to this point differential, it can potentially hurt the bottom line of the rest of the season, and just something to think about. Just something to think about, Adam Silver. Get rid of that point differential, man, because the players don't like it. The coaches don't like it. That's probably the only drawback to this in-season tournament. But for the most part, man, it's actually been pretty good.
Here's the thing about that. I mean, in some ways, I understand what you're saying, but other ways, it's kind of like it gives the I guess a lesser team at least a chance, because they don't beat you by a certain amount of points. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes trying to run them points up, you're not taking good shots. You're just trying to get points. You know what I'm saying? You're not like sticking to a game plan. You just trying to jack up threes or whatever because you're trying to get them points up quick. And you miss, we get the ball. We kind of get it easy too. You miss again, get the ball, and now, you know what I'm saying? Now we actually slowly chipping away at that lead. So it gives them a I don't say a level playing field, but gives them a lesser team a chance to kind of, sneak in the back door, so to speak.
Yeah, but I mean, in the same time, you still describing normal, typical NBA play. Jack up threes and then trying to get another quick shot.
Yeah.
So
right.
You ain't describing nothing new. Does this have an input?
You know what? I don't know about
that's
that.
That's a good point. I mean, hey, when you talk about the point differential, look, if you got an over-under and then all of a sudden these teams got a point differential, I'm pretty sure Vegas probably factors in that point differential that you have to probably meet in the betting odds before they even release the odds to us, to the public. I'm pretty sure that they factor that in. Because Vegas ain't trying to lose no money, bro. They're going to try to make it seem like, you got the opportunity to win some money, but they're not going to put themselves in a predicament that they're going to lose money. So I'm pretty sure they factor that in. That's a good question, though, AP. Obviously,
you one every 6 months.
Yeah.
One good idea once every 6 months.
Yeah, it's that good old DMV education going right over there every now and then. So
he be on this stupid shit in a minute.
Just give it a minute.
Yeah, give it a minute.
You'll say so crazy.
Like, oh, that's the ant we know.
There it is.
There it is.
That's wild. Hey, and that's all man. I just happened to find it funny. It was funny. But nah, man, I just think it takes some tweaking. I mean, I felt the same way about the play-in tournament. I hated it when it first started, but then it gives you good product, it gives you good content. You're like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. So, if it provides good content and then it doesn't affect the long run, because I was listening to Adam Silver talk about it with Pat McAfee the other day, and he was, he made up some valid points. You look at the influx of European players; they're used to playing tournament style.
Right.
You look at the, if they go to college basketball and actually stick around, I mean, they do the Maui invitation at the end of the beginning of the year. They do some other classics. The little tournaments that they do at the beginning of the year.
And the Big Ten Classic and
Jimmy
V.
Yeah, the Jimmy V Classic. Exactly, yeah. They do classic tournaments at the beginning of the season and, tournament style, so it's almost similar to that. But, yeah, like it's, somebody just got crossed. They literally broke boys' ankles. Ooh. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to react like that. But yeah, man, I mean, it be like that, though. It really do be like that sometimes where you seen, history of how the players in the league are kind of used to tournaments down. So to do this is probably nothing new. It's just, it takes an adjustment. It took me a minute too, because I was like, Lord, what the hell is going on with this?
I mean, they had to figure out something, man, because it was getting boring to me, NBA. It was just like, all right, it's on, I watch it, but if I miss it, I ain't upset about it. It's kind of getting to that point where it's like, oh, okay. Now the tournament. Now you talking about this. You said tournament so much I can't think of what it's called now. Playing the in-season tournament. Yeah. Now it's like I hear everybody talking about. I say, damn, you start watching that. It's kind of getting it's piquing my interest now. Yeah. Normally, like I said, I don't turn on NBA until like after football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like January, I watch the Christmas game. Stuff like that. But I really don't get into it and know what's going on. but outside of like what comes across my feed and stuff, things of that nature. But now it make you say, oh, you know what, I'm gonna have to turn this on.
Here's where another point where I think the NBA might get it right with this in-season tournament. Mm-hmm. Look at how you got situations like tonight with the Steelers and Patriots, and we'll talk about that a little bit later.
I want to see that shoot.
Yeah, don't nobody want to see that bullshit.
They should have flexed that shit all the way out the season.
No, they could have done old school NBA finals, tape delay that shit, like taped it and then put that shit on in like 1:30.
They could just put 30 for 30 on. That's like call it a day. For real.
But that's
we'll
what
talk about we get to the NFL, but
yeah. But that's what the NBA gets their little advantage from, is because they're gonna have Lakers and Pelicans. They're gonna have Lakers and Pelicans in the other NBA in-season tournament game tonight. At I think 8:00 my time.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Okay.
So it's 8:00 my time, 9:00 your time.
Okay.
So that'll be, about an hour after the NFL game goes on, and then you might see a good switch of viewership come off that trash matchup and go watch the in-season game. There's a possibility. I mean, you got the Pelicans who always, start the season, pretty hot. We've seen it from them from numerous times. They'll start the season off hot,
right?
And then you got LeBron James, a very polarizing name. So it's like, I could possibly watch that instead of watching, Bailey Zappi versus Mitch Trubisky at the quarterback competition. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Watch a 2-3 game. A field goal and a safety in the fourth quarter. He's like, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Like, man,
they playing musical quarterbacks in over there in New England. First is Mac Jones. Nope, Bailey Zappi. Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi.
Right.
It's like, come on, bro. Right at this point, Zappi's just to be into the end of the season. You have no chance of doing anything anyway.
No, at this point, just put the punter in there.
Whoever it is, he just be there. Right.
No. Where the brother at? Malik Cunningham. Where he at? Put him in there. Shit. He was about to as much buzz as that team got in the preseason. Put him in there.
Yeah. Somebody. I mean, whoever it is, he's being into the end of the season because he's not making a playoffs. So what's the point?
AP says, "Well, what was the point of the floor coat change? We don't know." that was something that they did, man.
That was just some kind of like razzle dazzle. That, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, some of it was just like hurt my eyes.
Oh yeah,
what's that? Was it blue and black or blue and something? It was like the color with the uniform and that reflecting out the floor. I was looking like, damn,
bruh. Hey, that was not made for old folks.
It wasn't made for no folk.
Well, no, that was for the youth. That was for that was definitely. You know how the young kids get distracted.
Like all that. Yeah,
oh my gosh! Look at the floor.
Look at the colors. Oh my goodness.
That is so cool. Nah, that is not cool for pretty much the 30 and up crowd, because that
my epilepsy.
I'm about to
like this. I'm gonna see you watching this play.
Yeah, because right now they got the blue and red on the court, and it's. I'm not saying it's distracting, but damn it, it's
It's like watching boys playing that blue turf. It's like exciting at first, and after a while, it's like,
yeah,
it's blinding. It's like, damn.
Does Boise even play on the blue turf anymore? Do they still play it?
Okay.
Yeah.
The Smurf turf, man, is like, because you got it'd be different if they had like a different color uniform. They got on a blue uniform, the blue turf. That shit's distraction. I mean, distracted. It's like on your eyes. So much colors come at you at one time.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit kind of that shit different. Yeah, it's too much. I mean, I get what
like my grass green.
Hey man, just keep it green. be simple, man. Give me the hardwood colors.
All right. Only thing I don't mind the different colors of my holes. I don't want my grass in different colors.
That's the only thing I like the Rainbow Coalition.
You know what I'm saying?
Miney Mo.
Her, and her. You come in all colors. But my grass must be green. Salam alaikum.
Still gotta have a pink toe. They don't even matter.
Yeah. No matter what color outside, the inside still
pink. Every pink and it don't stink. Right. And give it a wink. Yeah, baby.
For real.
Hey, yo. I ain't messing with you, man. Yeah, man. NBA, man, y'all got something. Just do a little tweaking. Let's transition this giant because, man, baseball world last night saw some big news. Juan Soto, man, goes to the Yankees, gets traded to the Yankees. Man, me and Omar talked about that at length, and I think there was a lot of great points that Omar brought up. I mean, come on, a left-handed batter. You just got Verdugo for the Yankees. They've been making moves. Got a left-handed batters. You see how that porch in right field is real short. One of the shortest right fields in the NBA. I'm sorry, Major League Baseball. I don't know what I'm saying. I know
you guys are talking about it. That's why.
Know, right? So I mean, it's a smart move. It's damn sure a smart move.
I mean, it reminds me of the Yankees at all. You know, I think Nick and I kind of talked about this at length, ad nauseum, you know, for the last couple of years, and to a degree, Matt too. It's like, you know, we used to seeing the Yankees make certain moves. They just haven't been doing it, you know, for the last couple of years. The little small things here and there, but it wasn't those big moves, you know, they used to get. I mean, you go back when they got Reggie Jackson on, you know what I'm saying? Darryl Strawberry, you know, you just used to seeing them getting them big names coming to the Yankees. You know, Giambi, you know, and this goes on and on. And then lately, it's been not getting big names, not getting a big splash. And it's like, what's going on? Where's the Yankees we used to seeing? This kind of reminds you, okay, now they're going back to what we used to seeing the Yankees do. You know, Soto's a big bat. Defense not as that great, but then, you know, they can, like I said, try to hide him in the outfield somewhere.
Yeah, you'll have a
right field or something.
Yeah, they have Verdugo, Judge, and Soto out there in the in the outfield. So that'll work.
What are they gonna do with Stanton?
Oh, you got to DH him.
Why would DH Cello and let Stanton stay out there?
You rather DH who?
Solo.
Soto?
I mean, yeah, Soto.
Come on, hit the man's 24, 25. Put his ass out in there. Go play.
His defense ain't that great.
Yeah, but come on. Look at it this way. You paying all that big high ass contract for Mike Stanton, which is going to be hard. You can't get out of it. Trying to move him is going to be hard because nobody's taking on that contract for what you're going to get for him because he stays hurt on the regular. But this is why you put him at DH. He's still a big bat, and you're not putting him out there to play in the field to possibly even hurt himself doing that. So if he, because look, he's gonna get hurt at some point in time in the season.
Oh yeah,
I rather have, I'd rather have it because he's swinging the damn bat too hard instead of him trying to, crash into the wall and not even catch a fly ball and run. So. I mean, it's really like a no good situation that
really
David Rubenstein
talks about buying the Orioles.
Oh, okay.
I ain't know Orioles up for sale.
I didn't know either. I had no idea.
Yeah, I saw that one already.
But I mean, it's. I don't think you have a winning situation where you put Stanton. He's just gonna get hurt at some point in time. It's inevitable. I mean, he's
is there a reason? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was just asking. Is there a reason why they selling the Orioles? I mean, it seems like they with the recent making a playoff run, you think they would be the hottest team. You know what I'm saying? They sell more tickets now.
But look at it this way: if you sell them, you can get to probably your highest value that you could for them because they are young and they're on the rise more than they are going trajectory going the other way.
Right. Shoot, I mean, shoot, if I had the money, I'd buy them.
Yeah, I ain't gonna never have that type of money, man.
I mean, or I'm gonna buy double stuff. I can't afford it. I can't afford that shit. For real.
He said, no, I'm buying this.
I'm just saying, if I had the money, I'll buy it.
Hey, the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Hey, those red velvet ones bang too. Those
red velvet was smack, baby.
Yeah,
nice.
Nice. Good. Anthony, you are right. For the Padres, it is to get out of that.
Right. They couldn't afford it.
They weren't going to be able to afford him because remember he's coming at the end of his rookie contract situation, and he it's about that time that you re-up for him to hit free agency at the end of this season. So the Yankees are going to they're going to have the money to pay him. Because we got to remember the Padres been spending money like crazy lately.
Crazy. They've been running that credit card up. Now it's time for the bills due.
And not only that, because remember, Machado got paid. Tatis Jr. got paid. Blake Snell they brought over. Yu Darvish got paid.
Right.
Xander Bogaerts got paid.
Right, but think about this. You naming these names. These are well-known household names. On paper, you'd be like, oh yeah, I know they gonna win something.
Them jokers can't even win the damn division, bro.
Man, they can't get out of California. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. Right.
California. No, it never wins in Southern California.
Right, it never wins in Southern California.
It'll rain first before San Diego wins.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you listen to those names though, I'm sure the average or even the baseball fan, a well-known baseball fan, you know what I'm saying? They still know those names. Like someone's like just a casual baseball fan. You start naming those names. Oh, I heard that person. Oh, I heard that person.
Yeah.
You must say, oh, it must be a good team.
Nah.
Don't win nothing, bro.
Nah.
I mean, it's like the hype is every year. It's like, oh yeah, look, it's just the year. And then when they got Soto, you was like, oh, they really about to do something. Couldn't even win, bro.
Nah. Couldn't do it. And then you just look at some point, you can't just keep throwing all this money.
Right.
Hey man, the Padres are equivalent to a strip club, man. You keep throwing that it's a money pit. You keep throwing that money, you ain't getting no cha-cha. You might get lucky about after you done already blown $100,000.
I mean, let's put this caveat there. The right strip clubs. When you go to the above the board strip clubs, you can keep throwing money out there. You ain't getting you go to them hood strip clubs, the VIP room.
Another subject.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, because Keisha need to pay that phone bill.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh shit, I get down, nigga. I get down. Say, I got 3 kids, all of them got phones. T-Mobile taxing them. You want me to suck what? I'm good. How much you gonna pay? Keisha like, I'm in. I'm in. For real.
They call it cash meal.
You know what I'm saying? For real. Water bill just went up.
Hey. Shawty got that eviction notice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got that sheriff notice on the door. You know what I'm saying? Do not cross. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You fuck for $1. For real.
They can holler for $1.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Strange for some change. You should do it. For real.
Hey, that's a true caveat. I
had to get that caveat. A little asterisk.
Yeah, there's a little asterisk to that. Wait, hold up.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold up.
You go to those strip clubs from the ones we say from our other brothers.
Yeah.
Those strip clubs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you just buy a couple of drinks, see some titties and some booty shaking, and you go back to the crib.
Yeah.
You go to them hood strip clubs behind the red curtain. You got the money. It's on and popping.
Hey. Whenever they do this, they knock on their VIP. And then the camera go off.
How much you got? You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is, dog.
Right. They get sophisticated now. They got a price list.
Hey, bruh.
Yeah.
You want option A, B, or
right.
C? I get all the above.
Right. My cash app is.
Right. I can't.
My Zelle is.
To my grand scheme of the analogy.
Right. Go ahead.
Throwing that money into that money pit. You ain't get, like, that's all you doing is just throwing money into the pit. You ain't getting no satisfaction out of this shit.
For real.
And that's what the Padres was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it made sense for them to go ahead and say, all right, man, I know we got a young phenom in Juan Soto, but we about to come up on this free agency joint. We can't afford them. We can't do it. So it's like, all right, let's go ahead, deal what you can. Obviously, the Yankees keep depleting their farm system in trade. So you go ahead, give the Padres some prospects. Mm-hmm. They get some young talent that you ain't got to worry about really paying crazy money for a couple of years. And then, to me, it's a win-win situation for both squads. Mm. It provides financial relief for the Padres, gives them some young superstars for the future.
Right.
Because obviously you're at that point. You cap stricken. You ain't making a lot of moves in the free agency. You ain't a lot. So I mean, it's going to be like that. And for the Yankees, man, you get a big bat that's going to be a left-handed. You got all these right-handed batters, but hell, you need some lefties in there, and so that's what they've done is get Verdugo, get Soto. They in the running of getting that Japanese guy Yamamoto, the pitcher.
I thought you were talking about Ohtani.
No, speaking of Ohtani, man, hey man, they saying dude more secrecy than Kawhi Leonard, bro. They saying he on bruh. They like doing the whole secrecy, bringing people in behind in the back. They don't want the media knowing who they talking with. And if we talking with you, hey man, keep that on the hush mode. Don't be saying that we negotiating with you, like, right? Like, cause for real, what have you heard about Ohtani and his whole free agency thing? You ain't heard much, man.
You heard much at all.
And this is the biggest free agent in possibly Major League Baseball history. I mean, literally, the dude, he pitches, he hits, he's doing something that hasn't really been done in 100-something years. And easily, nobody's really talking about it because ain't much information to go on. That's how secret homeboys being with the joint, man. He being real. Shh, don't tell nobody. So I mean, you never know.
I wouldn't mind seeing him on the Blue Jays. I mean, Blue Jays get him and a few more pieces. They'd be nice.
Yeah,
Cubs too.
Nah, Cubs ain't going nowhere, man. What you talking about? Cubs
are my secret team. Like when I was back home, we get the Chicago channel a lot, so they show a lot of Cubs and White Sox games. Of course, I hate the White Sox, so I would watch the Cubs play, and because I kind of root for them a little bit. So when they won, I was kind of happy for them. Okay, fuck the Cubs. I can see it. All right. I see it. All right. I see your face, man. I see your face.
Are you sure, dog? I mean, I was willing to let you, ride with how long you wanted to ride with. So,
that's my third team, man. The Cubs are my third team, bro.
Hell, your third team, damn, this man got more teams.
I mean, how you got some teams that's like, okay, if your team's not in there, you gonna root for them.
Nah. And my team, I don't even root for nobody. I just
really.
Hey man, hey. Well, I got accustomed to seeing my Royals suck. All right, so
yeah, but 2015 they were pretty good.
Yeah, we coming up on 10 years of that shit, dog. It's been a minute, right? And before it did 2014.
Still a more recent memory than the Tigers. It was 2008. 2000.
I know, but I'm saying, but before that, it was all my life that the Royals were trash. So that you got to remember, I'm accustomed to them losing more than seeing them.
But to me, that should be more for reason for you to have a second or third team.
Nah, my loyalty don't work like that, dog.
Look out like this. What did I say? What's up, Nick?
What's happening, Nick?
think about for me, like being a Lions fan. Now they suck for so long. So like by this time of the year, I was thinking about the draft and see whoever team going to playoffs. I ride them. So after a while, you start getting a favorite team because it'd be somebody that's good and been consistently been good. You start watching them, and I will watch them and play, and that's who I'll rock with because the Lions were always losing. You know what I'm saying? Like the Tigers, even though they ain't won in a while, they still had some years where they still was pretty decent to watch. You know what I'm saying? Outside the Lions wasn't decent to watch. Pistons, same thing until like recent history, they still was decent to watch. The Lions wasn't, so I would pick up a second team.
I mean, I understand your reasoning for having other teams. I just me personally, you pick a team and you rock with them, whether they suck or they good.
I'll still stick with my team. Let me make that clear.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's still my team. The Lions are always going to be my team. I'm always going to be, all the home teams are going to be my team. You know what I'm saying? Whether they suck or not. So I don't mean to say, like, I want to get misconstrued saying I don't rock my team or, back my team. When they losing, I still represent my team. I'm saying as far as a fan watching that sport, because my team not in it, now I'm going to watch this team because my team not in it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I came to be with me being Yankees fan because of the Jeter connection, being for Kalamazoo and all that stuff. That kind of got on me on turn on to the Yankees. Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, and then like I said, the Cubs because I will see them on TV all the time. I feel bad for them. You know what I'm saying?
You in that market. You get the Chicago market just because being in Michigan, you're not too far away from Chicago. So I understand. It's just that I don't think Chicago fits Ohtani in this aspect. You get the there's a good influx of Asian culture down there, which I know for a fact that's part of his requirements is that the city that he goes to has some type of
off of Toronto then.
Well, Toronto, Chicago.
Toronto got a lot of Asians there.
Yeah. Obviously New York and Boston fit that criteria. LA fits that criteria.
Yeah, you know what? I am, man. I'm a fan of every home team.
Yeah.
In the major sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to college, I got my Michigan. I don't like Michigan State, that type of thing. I'm talking about far as like hockey, baseball, basketball, football.
Yeah.
I rock all the Detroit teams.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Your major squads like me, obviously Royals, Chiefs. But where we're at in Kansas City is so on the border of Kansas and Missouri.
Right.
And the college teams are like, it's whatever.
Yeah, it is whatever. I can see that.
Kansas State, and then, because actually Kansas and Kansas State are closer to the city than Columbia, Missouri, which is almost like 3 hours away. So it's like, you got Missouri Tiger fans, but you got more Kansas fans than anything because the campus ain't nothing but 30, 45 minutes down the road. So it's like,
oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lawrence, Kansas ain't far.
Okay.
So, but hey, Juan Soto to the Yankees was a good move. Smart. I don't know what the hell is going to happen with Ohtani.
I'm curious though. I didn't mean to cut you out. I'm just kind of curious with Ant why he don't like all his home teams.
Come on, he lives in the DMV, bro.
But and I can, and then his area, I can understand that because you got. I mean, really, because you're so close to Baltimore and DC, and if Virginia got a team, no, Virginia don't have a team. No. I'm saying you in that area where it's like you can go either or.
Yeah, but first of all, look at the pro teams. All right. I
The
rather
Ravens not a bad team.
Yeah.
I mean, saying to root for. They're not a bad team to root for.
no. But Orioles just got hot this year. They've been sucking for a good minute.
Yeah.
Commanders, and if it's not the 1990s, then what the hell they been doing?
Well, let me ask you this, because this is actually a good subject to kind of. I don't want to get into a football subject, but more for a sports subject. If a team has a storied history, is that a good reason to follow that team and have that nostalgic feel for that team? And you know what I'm saying? Like the skin, I ain't called the Skins no more, but the Commanders have a storied history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can see like you being a fan of that team because of the history of that team, even though right now they're not as good as they was back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
But you still a fan of that team because that storied history. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I'm a Lions fan because I lived in Detroit. It's just a loyalty thing. They don't have a storied history. Like Commanders do. They have a storied history where it's like I can embrace that if I lived in that area. Versus like the Ravens. What do you know what I'm saying? Where do you connect the Ravens history to? Cleveland? Or do you connect it to them when they actually got to Baltimore? Or what about the Colts when they was there? You know, so how do you rock, you know what I'm saying, as that compared to the Skins?
That's that you bring up a good point right there. So probably your older heads in the Baltimore area are probably still Baltimore Colts fans. I mean, Indianapolis Colts fans. Yeah, because that's what they grew up on. They grew up on the Baltimore Colts. They moved to Indianapolis, or if they got
all over the place,
or if they got so mad about the move, then they weren't a fan of the Ravens. You know, or they not a fan of the Colts, or they are fans of the Ravens because they moved in '96. It's similar to so when I moved to Carolina, you know, obviously the Panthers didn't come to like 95, 96, something right? Like that. Yeah. So it was a void. You were either Falcons, Redskins, or Cowboys fan. Right. And when you go to Carolina now, those fan bases are still prevalent because that's what the older heads from the older heads. Right. They loyalty ain't switching just because we got a team in Carolina. Now they might go to games and support, but they go into the games where the Commanders are in town, the Cowboys are in town, or the Falcons are in town. Right. So the younger generation, because that's all they know is the Panthers, those are your Panthers fans. You know what I'm saying? So when you see teams that move and create a new type of fan base in certain cities because of movement, it happens like that. I'm pretty sure when the Browns left, those fans of those teams were probably like, well, hell, I either rock with the Ravens or I just don't rock with nothing at all. Like, I'm just going off of, what I think. Yeah. Because
I think it's interesting to me.
No, it is interesting because I know if the Chiefs leave and dissolve, I'm just hypothetically saying that they dissolved and moved to Seattle or some shit, or moved to Oklahoma City and start a new franchise.
Would you still be a Chief fan?
I'd be a Chief fan, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can still rock with them if they moved, because that's not the team I grew up on.
But still the Chiefs though.
No, damn it, you left.
The Lions used to be what, Port Smith or Port something. I forgot, but this is way long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So all I ever known was Detroit Lions, but you look at the history. Yeah, it was like Port Smith or somewhere. I think it was. I forgot where it came from, but it wasn't Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So those people are probably dead and gone. But when they were alive, I wonder if they say, "Wow, fuck this Detroit shit." You know what I'm saying? or the Pistons. They used to be Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yeah, hell, the Chiefs didn't come to Kansas City till 1960.
Yeah, so
they were the Dallas Texans or something like that.
Yeah,
so it depends on how far you willing to rock with the loyalty. I
don't know. I don't know if I'll still be a Lions fan if they moved. I don't know.
Hey,
well, whatever team move out of Michigan. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Well, the way the Pistons are playing right now, I don't think
nobody want them. Shit, the Pistons fans don't barely want the Pistons. Every time I look up on my feed, they lose again. I'm like, I can't win a game.
Motherfuckers couldn't go.
Right, go back to Fort Wayne.
You go on now.
Right.
Hey, whatever determines your loyalty, just as long as it's real loyalty. Just don't give me the bandwagon fans. Like obviously,
Ooh, that's another good topic. You bring up a lot of good. That's another good topic. You're a Chiefs fan, and I think it's a good one for you. So like goodness. Lions starting to do well. Yeah, and now I've seen a lot of stuff.
Y'all starting to get some bandwagon fans. Don't play.
That's what I'm about to say. I'm going to say that. I'm getting into that. So but my point is, you've seen a lot of people in the Lions circle. Oh, we don't want them. Damn, I should have been around. We was losing. I'm like, yeah, but that's a sign of a good team. When that's a sign of your team being doing well, when you start winning, that's what happens.
I'm glad we're talking about this.
As a Chiefs fan, how you feel about those bandwagon fans? There's a lot of bandwagon fans now that the Chiefs is winning.
Too many of them.
There's a lot of them.
And one come with a whole coat that follow her ass. So I'm glad we're talking about
I like what you did there. I like that. I like that.
Hey, the fact of the matter is, so here's my thing with bandwagon fans. You are right. It is a sign of growth. It's a sign of your team being successful. Right. It's a sign of your team being, headed in the right direction. That most franchises are not headed that direction. It is a good sign. The only problem is if you're gonna be a bandwagon fan, don't come in here loud.
Okay.
Don't come in here loud because the fact of the matter is you ain't done none of this suffering. With those
that's a lot of Detroit Lions fans were saying you wasn't here.
Yeah,
when you was losing and people you go somewhere else, all you do is talk about you, or you start talking about football. They be like, "What you talking for? Your team ain't winning." You know what I'm saying?
I can remember all the times of me being a Chiefs fan growing up, and I'm pump my chest out proud as being a Chiefs fan.
Right.
In football discussions, I would have to actually shut the hell up because it wasn't too much that my squad was really doing. So, y'all may come in with the puffed out chest, but it's easy to deflate that motherfucker. So,
right.
Now I come in with my chest pumped out and you can't deflate it. So,
right.
Me, it's the gratification of me being able to knowing that I suffered through all those damn years. Them boys just disappoint me, get me in my feelings, got me mad as hell. I mean, you can ask my folks, man, my sister growing up, they'd get a kick out of me laughing. I had a damn starter Chief jacket on.
Right.
Would lose, I'm snatching in it, throwing it on, stomping on it. I'm fussing and cussing and
right.
Funny to them, but now it's like I had to go through all that as a kid and be disappointed, and so many times that they get you, as a fan, they get you elevated to a certain point. The hours years, we're like, oh man, we finally about to do it. And the glass ceiling, kind of where the Cowboys are at right now. Hit that glass ceiling.
Right.
I had to sneak that in there.
I saw that too.
Then you start, you start winning. You start getting the championships, and you're like, yeah. You can hate me now. I won't start now.
Right.
Is it appropriate to sing Diddy right now? Okay, that's a question.
Yeah, man, you might want to back away from that, bro. Back away from
that one. Let me not trust that one.
Diddy like R. Kelly was back in the day.
I was about to say that.
He got that R. Kelly. R. Kelly on him now. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, wait, hold up. So. Hey man, bandwagon fans, it's okay to be a fan, but don't come in loud. Because I mean, you dealing with the same thing. A lot of people are really feeling the Lions this year,
right?
But it's like, don't come in here loud when you ain't done the suffering with us. To me, it's disrespectful because it's because you riding the gravy train when shit all good and shit sweet. But come on, man. Where was you when we be in the damn water cooler trying to have sports talk and, you just got to nod your head.
Right.
You can't talk too much shit. You can't say too much because people be like, wait, you a Lions fan?
Right.
Or you a Lions fan?
Right.
Man, shut the fuck up.
Right, for real.
Shut your ass up, man.
I got a team.
Yeah, y'all got it, team. You know, y'all been losing for this so long. I don't know, man.
He be like Usher and burn. Let it burn.
Man. Hey, them Washington Wizards will make you burn your fandom real quick. Ooh.
They ain't been good since the Bullets.
Boy,
on Unsell and all them.
Man, first of all, it's been so long that I don't even think you was born by the time
they didn't change names since already.
It
was the Bullets. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas be like, what the fuck is the Bullets? You know what I'm saying?
Bullets, like
he was the Wizards. That's they used to be the Bullets when it was good.
Bullets, who's shooting? What
right. And then they became the murder cap. They had to change the name.
Yeah. Hey, we
need to change that name. We can't be called the Washington Bullets now.
Yeah. Change the name to a magical name, or maybe we magically be better. But that ain't how that work.
Well, I mean, I feel you though. I was curious about that. You kind of touched on it. Let's just talk about this because I was always curious about it. And like I said, I'm in a lot of different communities, online communities, and sometimes I get on in the chats and stuff, and I hear them talk about this all the time about the fan base and the bandwagon people. And for me, I look at it like this, and I'm with you about the suffering part, and talking about sports. You have to kind of be quiet. You don't say too much because you don't want nobody to know you're a Lions fan. Like you admit it, somebody asked you, but you kind of want to know nobody know because especially when you're talking about sports and stuff.
Yeah,
because you're like, I already know what you're gonna say. I can say verbatim what they about to say. That's how bad it was. You about to say this, right? And you about to say that, right? You know what I'm saying? And so
all y'all had was Barry Sanders,
right?
Megatron, and your team sucked so much, y'all made both of them retire early.
Right. You hear all that, the 0-16 season. Yes, they got Lions community, nigga. The 0-16 season.
Oh, bro.
Dan Lowski stepping out of the end zone. You mean you
that'll kill you, dog.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot there to it. A lot. So I think it's like to have people now to start jumping on the bandwagon. To me, it's a good feeling to me because now it shows that not only in the state of Michigan, people kind of like giving them a respect, but now outside the state you getting respect. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of look at it like that. And I mean, I feel what people saying like, we ain't letting them in. And I'm like, I said, just like you had to learn how to be a loser. Now you gotta learn how to be a winner.
Be a winner, yeah.
That's part of being a winner. Looking at these fans. Nah, you don't let them come in and take control of your community. Oh, hey, it's ours right here, bro.
Nah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
You damn sure ain't running nothing.
Right.
You're
about the gentrification of my community.
Hell no.
This is my community. You know
Hell
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because you know what it is. Because here's the thing with bandwagons.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that the team starts showing signs that they're not going to be winning no more, they go
out that wagon.
Yeah.
Right
they
off.
falling right off the wagon and they about to hitch themselves to a wagon that's a winner.
Right.
And that's to me that's corny. But you're not gonna sit here and just use and abuse my squad for your moment to be a bandwagoner and then hop off when we not showing signs of being dominant no more. That's corny. Right. So I mean, it's
like running the train. Don't you hop off when you finish? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I'll let
y'all. Right, I'm go. You ain't gonna wipe up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? The shake and dip, that's what we doing?
Hey man, I roll with you. You can't just bounce and leave.
You just gonna bounce, nigga?
Hey,
I get Uber and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro. shit. Oh man. Hey, hey, that kind of reminds me of this situation.
Should we take it off here, sir?
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, the way you segue, I just want to make sure. You know what I'm saying?
But it does. That analogy does remind me of how. Shut up, man. Oh my god. But that does remind me of how they kind of treating Zach Wilson up there in New York, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
Robert Salah said, "Yeah, hey man, you know, you ain't that bad after all, man. We need you to start again, bro."
They doing my man ball, man. They doing him wrong,
bro.
Man.
Hey, look, I know Zach Wilson needs a job.
Yeah,
he wants to play football. Mm-hmm. But man, at some point, man, I'm like, man, I give him the birds,
right?
Because it's like, first of all, when I got here, you didn't care to really have me here anyway. I was the best option you had,
right?
But you still ain't done nothing to really help me out. You know, you ain't gave me no O-line, you ain't gave me no legit weapons until you got Garrett Wilson last year. Mm-hmm. So it's like, what do you expect from me? Y'all ain't been helping me. Help me. You know, if you help me, I can do something. Because
I help you.
Yeah, the talent of Zach Wilson is there. And for those who are haters of Zach Wilson, I think you're oblivious to the talent that got him the second overall pick. Mm-hmm. The talent's there. The swag is there.
The potential is there. I say that.
Oh yeah, the potential is really there. Mm-hmm. But you can't just put potential and pair it with dog shit and expect excellence. That's not how things work.
Right.
I mean, that's with any team. Mm-hmm. You know, you can't put excellence and pair it with dog shit. And you can't do that. And even, I mean, look at right now. Patrick Mahomes has very limited options. Mm-hmm. Now, you look at the stat sheets, he's still a top 10 quarterback in all stats categories.
But you know, all right, you want to get into this now because then we're going to the NFL. Or you want to go to the other topics before we get into this?
Nah, let's just do it now.
All right. See, here's my thing though.
Yeah, because it looked like that shit triggered you.
No. I'm just saying. I hear what you're saying about him not having no one to throw to, but those same receivers on another team is a good second and third option. I mean, Valdez-Scantling made a living in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he wasn't his first option.
No, he never
because he had Devontae.
Well, I mean, but let's look at it. MVS Valdez-Scantling in Green Bay at best was Aaron Rodgers' third option at best.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So let's put him third option as Kansas City. Okay, you put him at third option there.
He's still the third option.
I'm saying we put him third option Kansas City, but he's not a horrible third option.
No.
I mean, before he played on your team, and you just say, okay, we got him. You be okay. That's a good third option.
Yeah.
No, you would say that. All right. Kelsey will say is the first option.
Always will be.
Always first option, and that goes without saying he's a great first option.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now you have Rice. Well, he's kind of like a Swiss Army knife.
He's a rookie. I will say this, that they didn't know what to really do with him, but right now he's emerging as Mahomes' second best option.
All right. And who else I got? I forgot the other receiver.
Sky Moore.
He's got Sky Moore. I put him and Rice in the same category as far as option wise. I think Rice is a better talent. Better option, better talent. But I'm sorry, as far as option, I still think he's in the same category.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got drop a lot.
Kadarius Toney.
You know what I'm saying? But if you look at outside of this year where he was dropping all these passes, when he came over from the Giants, I was like, okay, that's a good second option.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good. I'm getting to a point. That's a good second option.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Toney, you got Kelsey, you got Rice. Sky Moore,
Justin Watson,
which he's a bench player. He's one of those rotation coming off the bench. Right.
Yeah.
So on paper, prior to this season, you look at that, you'll say, you got to factor in, and you got Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
You got that makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you put those same receivers with David Carr, you're not getting the same production.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? You put those same receivers with Bryce Young, you're not getting the same production.
That's fair.
Kenny Pickett, you're not getting, you know what I'm saying? So you have to factor in Patrick Mahomes. So on paper, you're looking at that like, there's some good options. I mean, there's some good options. There may not be elite options outside of Kelsey, but there's some good options. So
and that's how I felt coming into the season.
You know my point being is, where's the disconnect? Is it in coaching, or these players just finessed us that came on to the team and they weren't as good as they seem to be prior to coming here? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm looking at. And I'm looking like, so where's the disconnect?
I'll be honest. Mm-hmm. Exactly what you said. You like, hey man, on paper this looks good. Mm-hmm. That's the same optimism I came into the season with. Right. It's like and then you saw what happened in the preseason. You're like, okay, you know, is it unproven? Yes, it was unproven. Yeah. It was something that you knew was going to be. You're going to have to deal with some ups and downs with it.
Yeah.
And I knew that was going to have to be a situation. I didn't expect that week 14 was still dealing with the same crap in week 1. No,
right. I didn't think so either. Because if you take the Lions game, I think you got a lot of factors to factor in that. You know, and when I coming out of the game, maybe looking out of the game, I didn't necessarily just say, "Oh, the Lions just played well." Well, they did. I'm just saying that wasn't the only thing I saw.
Yeah.
I said, well, maybe Kansas City got some jitters. Maybe Kansas City, you know what I'm saying? They weren't expecting the Lions to come out like they did. You know what I'm saying? So all those things kind of played into my thinking. Then now we down into December. I'm looking like, well, we still doing the same thing.
Same crap. Same problems.
What's
same
the issue? You know what I'm saying? Where's the issue at? Is it coaching? Was it they finessed the team?
Combination of both, really.
You know what I'm saying?
No, literally, it's a combination of both. So you see, obviously, the Chiefs lead the league in drop passes.
Right.
32. That doesn't help. All right. That don't help. That's for anything.
Right.
So then you look at if you know, and my real Chiefs fans who watch the games as religiously as I do, you're looking at the receivers. Some of them are not running the right routes. I've seen Justin Watson do it. I've seen MVS do it. I've seen Sky Moore do it, where they're literally running to the coverage instead of running to the open space.
Right.
I've seen it happen all season, and it drives me crazy. So that's a factor of it. But also, here's another factor of it. The coaching with the play calling is literally something we haven't seen. I don't know what the hell's going on. And, you know, a lot of people have said it. You know, I've even mentioned it a couple of times on the Wild Card Chief podcast. There's a difference when there's Eric Bieniemy throwing his opinion on the offensive game plan than Matt Nagy on the offensive game plan. And there's a difference.
Okay.
I mean, there's no way other way to really get around it. And I mean, we see what the offense has looked like the last 5 years with Eric Bieniemy and his contribution to the offensive game plan.
Right.
And what have you seen with Matt Nagy with his offensive contribution, him being the head coach in Chicago? That wasn't a pretty ass offense.
Right. That's true.
He made it to the playoffs twice in 3 years with Mr. Trubisky at quarterback. But that was off the back of a defense and, you know, them getting turnovers and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know about y'all, but we looking like the Chicago Bears from 3-4 years ago, where we're leaning on the defense. They're carrying the weight. The offense is looking real slummish.
Right.
Does this not look like a Mitchell Trubisky Chicago offense the last couple of years when Matt Nagy was a head coach? It looks oddly familiar when you're not getting the production.
Nagy can't make. And I don't mean as he can't make Mahomes a Trubisky, and I'm not saying that. Well, I guess I'm trying to see how I put this into words. What I'm trying to say is that they should recognize how bad he is, that he's turning him into a Mitchell Trubisky. You know what I'm saying? And not saying skill wise, but the play calling and the lack of production.
Let me add this caveat to you. A lot of people don't know this, and shout out to Chiefs Hive, the great website. They did the stats. They said Mahomes is leading the league with 98 pass attempts behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow. Okay.
Behind the line of scrimmage. 98 pass attempts, leads the league, passes behind the line of scrimmage. You're not letting him rip it. So this shows me that they're not having trust and faith in the wide receiver group, which I understandable, but at the same time, you got to show some type of trust.
Well, here's my thing though, Lamar, and I'm not disagreeing with that, but I guess my thing is it's like take the analogy of basketball, right? You got a player comes out, his mid-range shot he missing. All right, get another come down another series, go for another mid-range shot he missing. You know what I'm saying? Confidence started to go down. What you do is, you try to get him on a pick and roll, cut to the basket for an easy layup. That builds his confidence. And now, you give him a couple of those, and then after a while you step back. That mid-range shots kind of come, frequently being hit. And I think it's the same thing to
confidence
me.
Plays.
They need to give them confident plays, easy catches, so they can kind of get in a rhythm and say, okay, this is what it is. But when you make plays where you don't trust them and you take them out of the plays, or you make the plays where it's mostly maybe heavily Kelsey focused, you know what I'm saying? You're not building the confidence in the other players. Well, you're going to need those players when playoffs come, because what they're going to do, they're going to bracket Kelsey and force you to throw it to them. And if they don't have that confidence, you lose the game.
Yeah. And
I don't think Green Bay is a better team than Kansas City.
No. But they play better.
But they play better.
They play better.
You know what I'm saying? And didn't help that Mahomes threw a pick right to my man for the winning drive. But my point is, you know what I'm saying, the games they lost, and I can't really think of all of them, so I'm just going more recently to the Green Bay game. That was like un-Chief-esque. You know what I'm saying? That was not Chief type football I'm used to seeing. Even the defense didn't look as good as they did.
Well, because
no. Yeah, go ahead.
Tired, dog. That defense is tired. Hey man, we've been carrying y'all Bamas on the other side of the football for 13 weeks. We tied, boss.
We tied, boss.
Yeah. Hey, take for instance the 2000 Ravens defense, probably the most prolific defense in all of football, right?
Right.
There were times that they gave up some cheeks every now and then because it was tired, boss. That offense wasn't giving them nothing.
Yeah, that offense was not that great.
That offense was
85 Bears.
Yeah,
defense was great, but they had a decent offense. You know what I'm saying? And this is like me trying to remember, but I remember, I think they had a decent. I know they had a good running game because they had Walter Payton.
Yeah,
Matt Suey. I forgot who their receivers were though. Who the hell were their receivers? Anyway, they had a decent offense. Let me say that.
Yeah, mind blowing. Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It was basic, play action, running ball with Peyton, but they had such a good defense that the offense wasn't clicking, kept them in the games. 2000 Ravens, same thing. Their offense was terrible outside of their running game.
Yeah, it was
terrible.
Terrible.
A decent running game. You know what I'm saying? But Trent Differ was just garbage.
Yeah. So it's like when you have a prolific defense, no matter how good they are, if they're on the field for, double the amount of the opposing team's defense, at some point they're going to wear it down. And you talking about a 16 game, now 17 games, you're going to be on the field twice as much as the other team's defense, man, you're going to wear it down. And it's getting to a point where you look at this offense and not, hell, look at the Jets. The Jets are the perfect example. That defense is Super Bowl caliber defense.
Yeah.
It is now week 14, week 15, week 16. That defense is going to start to wear down because, damn it, they have been carrying the load all season.
Right.
There's no help. There's no help from the other side. If you don't sustain drives, you literally piss poor on third down conversions.
Right.
And you're not sustaining drives, and you're keeping that defense on the field. You can't keep blaming the defenses that they can't hold the water no more.
Right.
We've been holding the water. Why don't you help us? We need some rest on this damn field, man. I'm tired of playing.
Right.
You see offensive players playing 40, 50 snaps, and your defense is playing 100, 110 snaps. Look at this. Look at the disparity in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it's with the Chiefs offense, it's just not familiar. Just like you said, turnovers are up. Scoring is down. It's clearly not recognizable. I think there's a factor of the Matt Nagy switch from Eric Bieniemy that is part of it. I also think the fact that there's no accountability. And that's something that Eric Bieniemy brought. I mean, you see him and Mahomes will get in a verbal scuffle on the sideline.
Right.
Because Bieniemy's telling them, hey, you can't throw that. You can't make that mistake. Oh, no, brother. You can't make that mistake.
That's a good point.
You know why Shady McCoy is such a Bieniemy hater? Because McCoy came in with this, hey man, I'm Mr. Cut at a dime. I ran, for 10,000 yards in Philly. I was the man. Okay, but by the time you got to Kansas City after your stint in Philly and Buffalo, you just another running back at this point. They didn't give a damn on what you did. Bieniemy told you, hey man, stop carrying that damn football like a loaf of bread. Tuck that motherfucker.
Right.
And he got mad because Bieniemy held him accountable and said, bruh, you costing us turnovers. Now you riding the bench in your prolific career, you getting a Super Bowl ring riding the pine.
Right.
Because you can't hold on to the damn football. You causing turnovers. That's why Shady is
this might be a hot take, but here's my thing. I think that if you are on a team and you ride the bench, you don't do anything to help win the Super Bowl, motherfucker, you don't get a ring.
They even get rings.
I don't mind the staff getting rings. They play a part. I'm talking about you know what I'm saying? Like even the janitor, whatever you want to call them, people that they still playing a part. The field crew, everyone say they playing a part. People, they playing a part in it. But if you are riding a bench, we had benched you because you are causing us, turnovers. Nigga, all you get is see you tomorrow.
So
see you at training camp. You know what
you're saying is that the coach should have discretion on the list. Say yes or no. Should he get
this motherfucker don't get one. This motherfucker definitely don't get one. This motherfucker won't be here next year, so you don't worry about him getting one. You know what I'm saying? For real. I just think, man. Here's the thing. Think about it. Right.
Nah, you don't get one. Yeah, we told you to stop that damn phone.
Right.
Said, nah, you definitely don't get one.
You want to get a ring? You better take your ass to the pawn shop. Here's the thing. Think about this. Okay, let's take McCoy for example. They'll call him Super Bowl winning running back, Shady McCoy, but he ain't do shit. He was on the bench. You know what I'm saying? But you'll get that hype, or you'll get that notoriety. I'm just using him as an example. You take any player. You know what I'm saying? You get that notoriety for what? You ain't do shit.
Yeah. And I want to speak to this, AP, because to a certain extent, you are right. And the players say, Eric, coach down and shut up and listen to me, because he's old school. But we also got to look at this. The Chiefs practices are very intense, very, we're going to push you. It's because, well, look at the results.
Right.
Look at the results.
Right.
Here's my thing. You can't have lackadaisical, very non-intense, or very go through the motions type practices, because we've all played sports.
Mm-hmm.
Your practice habits translate to your performances on the field.
That's right.
And if you are practicing real lackadaisical, you're going to have lackadaisical results when it comes to playing the game. And guess what? Those lackadaisical games do not equate to championships. Now, when Eric goes to Washington, he's going into a losing situation, a losing atmosphere. Matter of fact, a losing atmosphere. All right. He's coming from a pedigree of winning for the last 5 years.
Right.
So he knows his style of coaching that has resulted in winning. And he's going to take that same style with him, and hoping that these players who have been in a losing situation pick up what he's putting down.
Right.
They're not picking up what he's putting down. You know how I know? Look at the results of your record. Look at the results of all these dudes going running to the media crying, hey, he's too rough.
They putting down L's. That's what they putting down.
You can't change if you can't accept if you can't accept winning mentality. If you can't accept it, you're going to do that shit. You're going to cry to the media. You're going to huff and puff and be mad. The fact of the matter is I knew it was going to be a problem with him in Washington from the get-go, is because he's not going into a winning situation, and all those players in there are not going to be willing to accept winning behavior, because they've been surrounded with losing behavior since they've been in a Washington Commander.
Right.
So it's like, no, it was going to be a backlash. It was going to be some, resistance. They don't like change because it's been nice and sweet for them. But guess what? They've been losing. Ain't nobody been pushing them. I like Ron Rivera, but he's not pushing them to a pedigree of winning, because hell, he hasn't even been part of a winning culture like that.
No.
He might have had a little bit of little success in player. And that's a crazy thing. He's won in Chicago as a player. He wasn't a big factor of it, but he knows what it takes to win.
Right.
He's seen the Super Bowl in Carolina, but he didn't win it.
Right.
My thing is when you are part of a winning culture and you are receiving winning information, how do you not accept that? Obviously they've been comfortable with losing in Washington. Because you can't be disresistant to winning things. My thing is right now, if somebody jumped on our podcast and they are one of the leading podcasts, is making millions of dollars and have no financial issues, I'm willing to listen, shut the hell up, and take in all information they can. Right. Because me and Detroit Mail have a vision of being on that level where we're Pat McAfee. Y'all come to us about all your sports talk, and y'all we want
to be employers.
Yeah, we want to be employers. We want to have a marketing division. We want to have a sponsorship division. A damn somebody making all our merchandise. Somebody doing all our production for us, our advertising for us. And we just want to come up here and talk our shit. We want to get to that point one day. Right now, me and Mel are the producers, the advertisers, the sponsors. We the publicists. We are winning. We are wearing all the hats to keep this shit going.
Right.
It's tiring. We want to get to the point that we got people doing that shit for us. So if somebody came up here and tried to give us the game on how to get to that point, me and Mel would probably, you wouldn't even hear it. You could hear a church march.
Right.
Because we want to soak in the game on how to get to that point. These cats in Washington been so comfortable with losing so much. They are that resistant to a guy that knows what it takes to win on a consistent basis. That's their own fault. So if they don't want to shut up and listen, then that's on them. You putting your pride in the way, and okay, yeah, you may be rich. Get them little $15 million a year contract. Okay. Right. I saw how it lives to live in the Potomac. That shit ain't cheap.
Not at all.
Not at all. You ain't gonna be living off that shit that too long. So come on, man. Championships gives you notoriety. It gives you money. You think that things with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift is a happenstance? No. Come on, man. Stop playing.
Right.
You get noticed when you win.
True.
And that comes with endorsements. That comes with other money that you could. Patrick Mahomes got his money in the Kansas City Royals.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy money. He got it. He got his money into the KC Current, part of the National Women's Soccer League.
Mm-hmm.
He got long-term money. Come on, man. You want to take it beyond just football money. You got to win. You got to put your name out there to make it mean something. Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes' name means something outside Kansas City. Terry McLaurin don't mean shit outside of damn Washington, D.C. It don't mean shit outside where he came from in Indiana. Besides Indiana and Washington, D.C., ain't nobody checking for Terry McLaurin. Ain't nobody checking for no damn Washington commander. A commander? What? Y'all going commando? You ain't got no drawers on?
What's going on?
Come on, ain't nobody checking for y'all. Hey, loser mentality keeps you just rich for a moment.
Right.
Champion keeps you rich for a long term, man. So, hey, man, keep it up. If you want to. Come on, man. It's just crazy. But anyway, man, let's talk about some of these. I gotta talk about this. Cause y'all thought my boy was gonna be down, huh? You thought my boy was gonna be down, huh? I've been seeing y'all. Oh, everybody leaving Colorado. Transfer portal, huh? Look at all these people leaving Colorado. Look. He even lost his lady. She even jumped in the transfer portal. Look. She had decided to leave too. I've been seeing all your jokes. It's all good. Prime said, I got the last laugh. They're like, Sports Illustrated just named me the sports person of the year. And he just got the #1 offensive tackle recruit. #1. Hey, man. He said, y'all can hate me if you want to. I'm coming. I think this is big, though. I think this is.
And that's one of the things we were talking about: offensive line, defensive line. You know what I'm saying? So he's starting with he already got his first recruit, #1 offensive tackle. So that'll help, with the running game. That'll help with the quarterback don't have to be running around all day. He can use his legs on bootlegs, but not use his legs because he has to. That kind of thing. So that'll kind of help with that. And see, one thing about getting good recruits, good players beget good players. And they like they say, iron sharpen iron. So you get a good player, he can teach another player how to be as good as he is. Plus, you acclimate good coaching on top of that, and you can develop a good offensive line. You know what I'm saying? So and plus, they said, "Oh, a man committed there. You may know something I don't know. Let me go check them out."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And you get another offensive tackle. Do you get a defensive tackle? Because I like some of their receivers. I like some of the pieces they have. Now they add a pass rush, they add protection to that, so they can have a running game. There'd be a top 15 next year or year after. They'd be in that top 15. Talk about, look at Colorado. They won't lose as many because a lot of the games they lost. They scored with some of the teams, but they couldn't stop the other teams. That's defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then some of the games they lost, they was giving up so many sacks and Shador was running for his life. You know what I'm saying? That's
running for his life.
Right. For real.
Running.
So you have to get these pieces, and I'm glad to see that he is going for the trenches, and I hope he continues to develop the trenches so they can. I mean, Deion being a success.
He gonna have to get a couple of more though.
He gonna have a couple more. I'm saying, but this is hopefully this is a thing that he's starting something and it starts to catch on. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Deion being successful in Colorado does a lot for a lot of people in a lot of places. It helps the university as a whole because now it's bringing eyes to a university nobody really was checking for. I mean, what's his name? A quarterback for the Steelers. I can't think his name. Cordell Stewart.
Oh, Cordell Stewart. Okay.
Yeah, outside of Cordell Stewart and a few other players.
Nobody went to Colorado, by the way.
Oh yeah. You weren't really checking for Colorado. And my man, that's on a season analyst now. The white dude, what's his name? He went to Colorado too. God, I don't know why my name's going. I see his face. I can't think of his name. But anyway, you weren't really checking for Colorado.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now he putting Colorado on the map. People coming to Colorado. People seeing what Colorado's about. That brings in money.
Mm-hmm.
That brings in more donors.
Mm-hmm.
So him being successful helps out a lot. That brings in more jobs. He can hire more people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So people hating on Deion because Deion talks a lot, but there's a lot of things behind the scenes that he does that people ain't really, talking about. We go back to Jackson State. Who knew outside of a few people about Jackson State?
Yeah.
Outside people who knew about HBCUs, nobody, most people didn't know who didn't follow HBCUs didn't know about Jackson State. Probably couldn't tell you what Jackson State was.
Yeah, they probably couldn't even tell you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That nigga, is that Jackson State up New York somewhere? Is that Jersey? You know what I'm saying? But nobody didn't know. Nobody was checking for Jackson State. All of a sudden he gets there, people wearing Jackson State gear. That's sales. That's money.
Mm-hmm.
People coming to the game. That's ticket sales.
Mm-hmm.
So all those things help. He helped get them a new facility they didn't have for a while. So even though he's not there, the team that's there now is enjoying that new facility.
Yeah, they benefited off of what he did.
Yeah, we can go. Well, he should have left our stuff. You can go all day long, but
there's a lot involved in that.
But you gotta still look at the fact that he has uplifted that university. He left it better than it was.
He left it better than what he got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He left it better than what it was when he got there. Same thing with Colorado. In 1 year, you can say what you want about, how bad. I'm gonna say how bad, but how disappointed you can say that. And some people may be disappointed with the season. It's what I expected.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I expected up and downs. Yeah,
I expected up and downs because what he had. But he still made it better than it was before he got there. It's still better. You know why it's better? How many times have you seen a Colorado game on TV before he got there?
It was rare.
Very rare. If you went in that market, you didn't see a Colorado game. I didn't see at least 4, maybe 5 Colorado games nationally.
Yeah, this year.
This year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he made it better than it was when he got there. So I mean, I hope this works out for him. I'm gonna say that. I hope it works out for him.
Yeah. Jordan Seaton is the offensive tackle's name, Jordan Seaton. So go check him out. He check out his highlights at IMG Academy out there in Florida.
Oh shoot, really?
Yeah,
that's a powerhouse.
Yeah, powerhouse. Here's one thing that kills me. I need people like Stephen A. Smith and other people that are friends with Deion to shut the hell up and stop bringing his name into other coaching crap. And what I mean by this is, obviously we talk about the whole college football situation that happened with Florida State and Stephen A. This wouldn't have happened if Deion was there. Stop putting his name in crap like that in these hypothetical scenarios, because what it does is it helps taint recruits. And what I mean by that is you keep hearing his name thrown in there with hypotheticals of this job and that job every year. It leaves that question mark. Well, damn, is he going to stay in Colorado?
Right.
Because this ain't Deion talking. This is other mouthpieces that got platforms, big platforms, huge platforms, throwing his name in there.
Right.
And if I'm Dion, I would honestly tell them to shut the hell up, stop putting my name in that crap. You messed with my recruiting, bro. I really would. And I know Prime is a very a methodical person. He needs to tell Stephen A. and all these other jokers, the Shannon Sharps and whoever his media buddies, the Michael Irvins, he needs to tell them stop putting my name in these hypothetical coaching jobs. Because you could possibly mess up my recruiting, bro.
Right.
Because I think there's a thing that's going with hemorrhaging the fact that he's been losing some players through the transfer portal. Because I'm pretty sure there's cats decommitting.
But see, here's why I say that.
Yeah,
they're making a big deal out of that. But Georgia loses players to the transfer portal all the time. Alabama lose players to the transfer portal all the time. Ohio State lose. I mean, I can go down the line of top programs who lose players to the transfer
all the time.
There's a plethora of reason why people leave.
Ohio State and Oklahoma just lost their starting quarterbacks to the transfer portal.
Right. There's a lot of reasons why people leave. Some people leave because they feel they want better playing time. Some people leave they may have a better situation in another. I mean, it's a lot of it has nothing to do necessarily with the coaching sort per se. You know what I'm saying? It has to do probably with the individual feeling they have a better opportunity somewhere else. True. Wherever that reason may be. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm at Alabama, because everybody touted Alabama is one of the top programs, right? So I'm at Alabama. I'm already at the pinnacle where I can be. If I go to Georgia, I'm just moving laterally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm at the pinnacle.
Yeah.
So if I leave, I'm not leaving because I'm not in a good situation as far as like I'm at the best university. I'm leaving because maybe going to Missouri, I can probably beat that quarterback out, or I can beat that receiver out, and I get more playing time than over here where I might be the number 2, number 3, maybe number 4 option. Or I might not be playing for another 2 years until after they leave and go to the pros. Then I step up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It could be a many reasons why people leave. People take that because it's Deion and turn it into, see, he's losing players, man. Losing players. People lose players to the transfer portal every single year.
Yeah, you're
always
correct.
Always happen.
You are 100% correct. But the only problem is you don't see these other coaches' names getting thrown in hypothetical situations on a consistent basis, and that's what brings that doubt if he's going to stay. That's what brings you that question mark. Like, damn, man, he's linked to this job, that job. Like, is he gonna stay in Colorado? Because if I commit, I'm committing to him to be in Colorado. I ain't trying to jump across the whole damn nation following this guy from coaching job to coaching job.
Right.
Although some players do that. Hey, I want to be coached with him. I want to be linked with him. Caleb Williams from Oklahoma to USC to follow his coach.
Right.
By all means. If you feel what's best for you, you feel that being coached by that guy gives you a better chance of being in the NFL or getting your notoriety, then so be it. It is what it is.
Right.
Just for me, I ain't trying to jump around. I mean, hell, Travis Hawkins followed him from Jackson State. First of all, getting Travis Hawkins to Jackson State was a big deal. Now you got him following you. That's an even bigger deal. So yeah, I understand. It's just that how much am I gonna keep riding with you? You keep hopping schools year to year, and and I'm not saying Deion is, but for me,
that's what perceived.
It's perceived that way because you get the Stephen A's and the other people keep wanting to link his name to other jobs, and that's what I'm saying. Hey, yo, man, back up, shut up. You don't have that same energy. You ain't hypothetically putting Nick Saban in every coaching job every year. You're not doing that with Kirby Smart. You're not doing that with Lane Kiffin and all these other coaches. Like, stop doing that to just specifically Deion. And I think that's what kills his. Sometimes it can possibly fuck up his recruiting or right. So I just wanted to throw that in there anyway. Speaking of other football, it's that time.
It's that NFL time.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to get my power ranking up real quick.
Oh shoot, I've got to do mine.
But Let's do it this way. I'm gonna do it this way. I know one thing. Woo! That ass whooping that San Francisco put on Philly last week. Woo!
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, they did it. They did it to the.
That's one of those. Your child did something out of line ass whoopings.
They should sit your ass down.
Daddy, tell you to sit your ass down, Mom. I told you to sit your ass down. That's one of the ones where we swinging the belt and talk at the same time. Did I tell you to sit your? You know what I'm saying? Well, them ass whoopings.
Oh yeah, I didn't have a couple of them, bro.
Well, couple. I had several. It's been extra in my memory.
Hey man, I didn't have a couple of them things.
Yeah, for real. I can still feel the dang on belt.
Hey man. Hey, for real, man. I didn't have a couple of them like
Oh, you sit your ass down.
Like down.
Let me see here.
Some of these teams, I'm like, yeah.
I'm looking at some of my old lists. Some people I can't even put on the list no more.
Bruh.
Let me see. All right, hold on, bro. Hang on.
Some of these teams.
I'm still gonna go with my first five. It'll kind of look the same. It may be some switching around, but it still don't look the same. I'm gonna have to go them number one.
I go
put them number two. And number three, I'm gonna have to put.
All right. I'm go ahead and get your list together. I got mine together. I'm gonna go ahead and start mine off. So
go ahead.
I got the coach at number 10.
Okay.
I just kind of
that Minshew effect.
Well, not necessarily the Minshew effect. He's been able to, still keep that offense moving. Even though despite they lost Anthony Richardson, they lost Jonathan Taylor for a couple of games. Even he didn't even start the season off, but even recently, they lost for a couple of games, and that defense has been solid. They've been doing their thing. I got them at number 10. Number 9, they got the Texans. I mean, I just love what CJ Stroud is doing. Been balling all season. I think he's definitely front runner for Rookie of the Year. And I would even put him in conversation of MVP. Yeah. I'm not saying he's going to walk away with both awards, but he's been in MVP conversation. The man's been consistent all year, consistently being there as a quarterback for that team. You just got to give him his props. He's been playing damn good football for a rookie.
Okay.
Number 8, I got the Jaguars. Look, I need them to be more consistent on the defensive side, as in able to get some stops when they need it to be. They've done well as in getting the turnovers. And can get the pressure on the quarterback when need be, as in, a couple of weeks ago when they're able to get the pressure on CJ Stroud to pretty much close that game against the Texans and win it. So you can get the pressure. It just needs to be on a consistent basis. But I know the injury with Sunshine is something to look at.
Right.
They haven't ruled him out for this week. I would sit him down. Just because that was a high ankle sprain and that ankle got really twisted and ugly. Just sit him down for a week and see what's up.
Right.
But yeah, I also need the Jaguars to show up against big teams too. I need them to do that. Right. Number 7, I got the Chiefs.
I got them that low.
Man, the way that they play, shit. They lucky they shit. They lucky got it right there. Look, we talked about it earlier. The offense is not clicking. They just it's now 13 weeks in. You didn't play. Right. Come on, like you didn't play 12 games and you still making the same mistakes as you did in week 1. What was the point of preseason? Because they didn't look like this in preseason. That offense did not look like that in preseason. But ever since the clock hit regular season, it's like a flip of a switch. So Yeah. Excuse me. So yeah, Chiefs at 7. Dolphins at 6.
Okay.
Opportunistic defense. Can get some stops when needed. Obviously, the offense is prolific as hell. I've been watching that in-season Hard Knocks. Very entertaining to watch. But hey, that offense is doing crazy numbers. The only problem is still got to beat somebody worth to mention. I can't keep beating up on these trash teams and thinking y'all a top team. But you're 8-4, still one of the 9-3. I'm sorry, 9-3. You got to respect your 9-3. You're still one of the better teams in the AFC record wise. I'm still waiting for that key victory for y'all to beat somebody like noticeable. 5, I got the Lions.
Okay.
I would have put them a little lower, but I can't put them. I can't put the Dolphins and the Chiefs over them. Obviously, the head-to-head, the Lions beat the Chiefs, and the Dolphins just doesn't have that notable win. So I couldn't put myself to put them over the Lions. Lions got some notable wins. All right. Now, what the question mark is the defense hasn't been looking as the same as it was earlier in the season, which is and obviously you can attest to it. It's different. Last year, when they started the season, the defense couldn't do not a damn thing right, and then towards the end of the season, they were starting to lock it down. Now this year, they locked it down in the first part of the season, and now they're starting to look like the wheels are falling off lately. So it's like I need them to. Aaron Glenn, I was surprised they brought you back. I was surprised they brought you back because I was giving up the cheeks last year defense.
For real.
And
it's like prom night over there.
When somebody get in it.
Right.
So I'm gonna need you to get your defense back right, bro. I don't know what happened or what did the changes were. Is there some injuries that we don't know about on that defense?
You got James Houston, CJ Gardner-Johnson. Moses ain't played at all.
That makes a difference. Yeah. So fix that or find the right people or something. Get it right. Cowboys at 4 for me. I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, they're like Miami and Buffalo. They haven't got a notable win. Well, I mean, I thought that was a solid win over Seattle last week.
Yeah. Seattle was a pretty decent team, so it was a solid win.
And not only that was the type of game that you saw the Cowboys last year probably lose because they got down against Seattle. Right. They got down and they fought back. So I give them props for that. And as much as I hate to say it, Dak is in the MVP conversation. He's in there. The numbers look good. The record 9-3 looks good for the Cowboys, so he's there too. Number 3, I got the Eagles. After a beatdown like that, I can't put you in the top 2. Now you still 10-2. You still got one of the better records in all of NFL. You got the best record in all of NFL, but it goes to show you when you keep playing with fire, eventually you get burned. You just didn't get burned. You got stomped the fuck out.
Right. That was a backdraft.
Yeah. You let too much oxygen come in at one time. I got blown the hell up for sure. 49ers did. Y'all in real dirty. I got the Ravens at 2. Luckily they had a bye, but you're still one of the better teams in the league, record-wise for sure at 9-3. Man, the only thing is that concerns me is you play with your food. You do that. Look at 3 losses. Those are 3 losses that you shouldn't have lost to those teams. Especially because you had the lead in all 3 of those games. You got to do better than that. And then, of course, I don't think there's a no-brainer. Niners at number 1. It's self-explanatory. When you are dominant like that, come on, man. You gotta.
I don't care about.
Hey, that drip skit had me dying, bro. That Drewski skit is so hilarious. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna try to get the link on the Facebook, the I.O.W. Sports Facebook page, because that is so hilarious. Shout out to Man Down Sports, Melville Wall,
What up, man?
LaCour, Jay. Shout out to them fellas over there. Y'all enjoy their content. Please tap in with them on their YouTube page, man. Dope fellas over there. That shit's hilarious. But yeah, 49ers at number one to me is a no-brainer, man.
Right.
Anybody has anybody else at number one, I don't think you're really paying attention to NFL this season. You're just talking because you got lips. So go ahead, Mel. Whenever you're ready for this your list, man, go ahead, drop it.
All right, man. Hey, you know, this makes me want to choke like a bitch first time sucking a dick.
What?
Put Green Bay at number 10.
What? Oh my God. Oh yeah, you what's in your cup over there? What's in your cup?
I mean, I like the way that Jordan Love is coming on. You see him like throughout the season. You start seeing little spurts of it. It's like, then he'll go back down, have a bad game. But he put together 2 or 3 good, solid games in a row.
Yeah.
You know, beating up on the Lions, then the Chiefs. You know, so they looking like they may have something. Now I watch this third game and see what happens, who they play next. And I can't remember who they play next, but see how they do in that game. That's kind of solidify them. Where they're gonna be at. The defense was playing pretty good. I mean, they were getting sacks on Mahomes. Defense was looking pretty good. So I put them at number 10.
Okay.
Number 9, I got the Texans. Man, Texans gotta be. You got player of the year, coach of the year over there. I mean, Stroud is playing pretty good, man. And who their receivers? Nobody can name their receivers.
Well,
you know, Tank Dell. Like, who the hell is that?
Nico Collins.
Nico Collins, the Patriots ain't even one. The Patriots, you know, as bad as the Patriots ain't want you. You know what I'm saying? They need receivers, they need players over there.
Nah, that's fair. That's fair.
And they're making them look good.
That's fair.
You know, I got Dolphins at number 7. I like how his offense flows and works and everything. But like you mentioned, they got to be somebody noteworthy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we see them beat up on lesser teams. It's like, okay, good. You look good. Offense look good. And they get against a team that's either the same as them or just a step below. They don't look like the same team. So they need to do better on that. Number 6, I got the Lions. Okay. The Lions number 6. I think that that win was good. It's good to win. No one cares how you win. If it was a Super Bowl and they won by 1 point, they still crown you as champion. So win is a win. But that defense has to do better. Because now when you start getting to the playoff and playing better competition, it's going to come down to have to stop somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't stop nobody, you can lose the game. So I think that's the only thing that stops me from putting up high. The offense, they got weapons. You see what Laporta's doing. You see what Gibbs doing. Montgomery, J-Mo getting into it. Amon St. Brown, Josh Reynolds, Khalif Raymond. They got speed. They speed. If you look at their speed matches up with Miami speed.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? So they have the speedsters. Then they have the tough running from Montgomery. So they offense clicking. Sam Laporta has the ability to get open. They got some pieces on defense, but they don't have a pass rush. They need to get that pass rush going. They give them quarterbacks too much time. What was that? Number 6, right? That's a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put 6, right?
Yeah. Number 5, I got Dallas. Cowboys, they look good. They look different. I have to admit, they look different than they do when this year I'd be like, yeah, I know, but they gonna do something to cowboy it up. They look a little different this year. They look a little different. You know, it pains me to say it, but I still can't put you too high. I'm a stubborn.
Yeah,
I believe when I see it.
Yeah,
when I see it.
You're still waiting for the other shoe to drop.
I say it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming. Just wait.
Give it a second. Next, I got the Chiefs.
Man, you bold, man. Putting the Chiefs at 4.
I kind of had the Chiefs at 4, man.
Shit.
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I believe in Andy Reid. I just believe Andy Reid. I think Andy Reid finds a way to win. When you think that the team is down and out, he finds a way to win. And so I think Mahomes, Kelsey, and the way the defense been playing. I mean, you take out the last game. That defense, even in some of their losses, still look good.
Yeah.
Outside the last game, I mean, they didn't really look bad the last game, but I'm saying compared to what they normally look, they didn't look the same. Every team has bad games. Sometimes it's a massive matchup issue. Sometimes it's just being on the field too long, whatever the issue is. And sometimes you just have a bad game, just not clicking for you.
Yeah.
So I still think they top 5. No, okay. So I got them at 4. Number 3, I got Baltimore. They got a great record. Baltimore is one of those teams, like, you watch them play, you see certain things, but you say they still don't look prolific. You know what I'm saying? But they find a way to win. Now losing Andrews, see how that works out for him. Maybe the bye week. I can remember when's he coming back. Is he out? He's not out for the season.
He done.
Yeah, he done for the season.
Yeah, he done.
Yeah. So losing Andrews, I see that may cost him, because not only he's Lamar's favorite target. Well, used to be favorite target. It's like he's going to the rookie now more, but he also good.
I has to. He gotta ask.
But he also is a good blocking tight end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you still losing that production too. Number 2, I got Philly.
Real bold.
But look, man, you can't put them too far down. They still got the best record in
put them at number 3.
You got
I put him out the top 5. I'm just saying, like that, I can't put you in the top 2. Nothing.
But every team has a bad game, and they didn't get an ass whooping against the Saints. They didn't get an ass whooping against Carolina. They got an ass whooping against a good, complete, balanced team who's on a roll.
I feel you.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, and to me, it's like when you have a certain record, and you it's almost like this. You got people in your family, right? They lived a long time. Your own grandfather, the musician, he done a lot in his life. He commands some respect because of what he's done, what he accomplished.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if he never did anything else outside of what he had done, as a musician, he commands a certain amount of respect because of that. And I think I say the same thing with Philly. Because of what they've done, they command a certain amount of respect. Well, I got at least put them at number 2.
I got you.
And then number 1 is obvious, San Francisco. Yep. After that, after the way they treated them like stepchildren, boy. You know what I'm saying? Debo scoring 3 touchdowns. Brock Purdy looking like Joe Montana.
Debo went off, bro.
Right, he went off, bro. Shoot, even second receiver,
Brandon Ayuk. Yeah,
Ayuk. He looked pretty good.
Hey man, let's have this conversation.
Go ahead.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Where do you put Brock Purdy in your conversation of MVP? Because they putting him up there.
Not yet. Not yet. I just don't think you can say this, but then I'll counter it. I'm a counter, and I'm gonna say what I'm saying and counter it. You can say, okay, if you take, because normally one discussion is if you take a certain player off a team, what would that team look like without that player? Mm-hmm. Okay, you can say that about San Francisco. They lose when Purdy went down, they look like the same team. However, they don't have anything else. It's not like you can say, okay, I'm gonna put this person in, that's it. And it wasn't just Purdy that went down. It's like when Debo went down, they looked the same. When CMC went down, they looked the same. You know what I'm saying? So then, can you really call him the MVP?
Most valuable.
You know what I'm saying? He's most valuable.
Mm-hmm.
You still have Purdy in the game, and they ain't look the same when Devo and CMC wasn't there. To me, they'd be more of an MVP candidate than he is. I think it's a good story, and people want to push that story because it's a good story. Being the last pick, Mr. Irrelevant.
Well, the numbers are there.
Yeah, I'm saying it's a good story.
Yeah.
It's a good story to push. You know what I'm saying? The fact he was that and he's putting up some good numbers he's in a great situation.
Great
situation. Can Brock Purdy be Brock Purdy somewhere else?
And
I think when you talk about MVP, let's take Aaron Rodgers. Let's take I'm trying to think Mahomes, Jalen Hurts. I think those players can be the same player in different places, different organizations, different system. It may be a step down, depends on how the system is, but I think you still see their production. That production be there. I think it'd be a great drop off of Brock Purdy.
I got
somewhere else. So I can't really give him MVP. Now, if he consistently does it, maybe next year he does put up these numbers. Maybe you can put him in a conversation just because of the fact that he's being consistent.
Yeah.
What would Mel say?
He's saying Tyreek Hill, Tua, and Stroud have a better MVP case than Purdy, and I agree.
I really agree with Stroud. Oh
yeah. I mean, you heard what I said when I did my top 10. For me, CJ Stroud is front runner of Rookie of the Year, and he definitely deserves to be in the MVP conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, because who expected the Texans to even be in playoff contention? Nobody.
Right. For real, nobody.
This was a year that I thought the Texans were going to, try to, go through the ups and downs and try to build a foundation of what they could possibly look like. No, they're in contention to make it to the playoffs. Playoffs. Yeah, we're talking about in contention to make it to the playoffs. And you're looking at it.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
You kidding me? Playoffs?
I mean, and you just said it. I mean, before CJ Stroud and the Texans were going off, you couldn't name a receiver on that team.
Right.
So I mean, they were doing the damn thing. And then I'm also looking at with Tua. We got to look at Tua's trajectory, the way that his career was going. Man, we were talking about, this guy should consider retirement.
Right.
Because of his concussions, and I mean, the like of play was kind of, questionable. Tyreek Hill definitely deserves to be in the conversation. This guy's on the brink of doing 2,000 receiving yards. Nobody's done that. Not even Calvin Johnson. He did 1,964. That's not 2,000.
Not 2,000.
And so if he gets that 2,000, for me, I think Tyreek Hill deserves it. And here's my only knock on Tua. Because you see how prolific that Tyreek Hill is playing, his obviously him being the wide receiver, him being the quarterback, yes, it's necessary. They need each other. But Tyreek Hill is on another damn level of what he's doing with the receiving yards and the receiving play that he's just the production is ridiculous. It's crazy. And you see how Tua all of a sudden is a different quarterback with Tyreek. So I got to give, I'm not going to shit on Tua because of Tyreek, but I'm also, I can't deny the fact that Tyreek has made Tua a better quarterback.
Yeah, so, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's you got to look at it, I guess, both sides of the coin when it comes to that, but both of them have been very necessary to each other. But Tyreek Hill he's been putting up numbers like this, not like to this degree, but he's been putting up numbers his whole career in the NFL. Yeah. Now, what he's doing this year is on another level. I mean,
well, then you got to look at the way McDaniels opened up the offense and all that stuff. So all that kind of plays into why his numbers are higher than they were in Kansas City. In Kansas City, they used him different. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the main guy.
Yeah.
In Kansas City, it's like, oh, we need a deep play. Okay, here go Tyreek because he got the speed.
Yeah.
For the most part, it was still Kelsey.
Yeah.
So here he has the opportunity to be the main guy. Offense is kind of open up a little more. So now he's featured more where he can get these yards. Think about it, you got Waddle there, and Waddle is just as good. You can argue just as good and just as fast.
I ain't gonna go that far. Waddle's good. I'm not gonna say he's on the same level as Tyreek though.
What makes Tyreek better than Waddle?
Oh well, obviously the speed and when it comes to the experience that Tyreek has that makes him a better wide receiver. He can understand this.
Okay, let me say this. The speed difference is not hell of a difference. When I mean,
what do you mean?
Waddle
No, I know what you're saying. Waddle is fast. He's not Tyreek Hill fast. Tyreek Hill fast.
Well, he's not high. I mean,
another level, dog.
Yeah, he got an engine for legs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
But I guess my point is that Tyreek Hill is a great receiver, and they open up the offense for him, and the fact that he's so great, he's overshadowing another great receiver.
That's fair.
That's more my point. He's overshadowing another great receiver that you forget. Also, you like until Waddle catches the ball. Oh, yeah, they do have Waddle, don't they?
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Okay. Now I'm picking up what you're putting down because I was like, wait, hold up, bro. Like I like Waddle, but hold on, I hear something different. But no, I get now that you put it that way. I 100% agree with what you're saying because there are times you forget Waddle's on that squad and you're like, oh damn, and then you see Waddle make some plays, and I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Jalen Waddle would say, "Hey man, I benefit by having Tyreek Hill on the opposite side." I'm, obviously. So I mean, that's something that as a football head, you kind of notice that he doesn't even have to necessarily admit that. It's just when you got somebody like that on the opposite side, there's going to be benefits to it. I mean, I'm pretty sure Tua says the same thing. Maybe the trajectory on his career, which is now going upwards, probably doesn't happen over the last 2 years with Tyreek being there last year and this year. So I mean, stuff like that does matter. But at the end of the day, you got to make the plays and you got to make it what's happened. Just for me with Brock Purdy, I'm like you. I need to see Brock Purdy win the game because that 3-game losing streak, he had Kittle still available. Yep. He still had CMC available. He was without Debo and Trent Williams, and I get it. That makes a difference.
Right.
But he still had a good amount of array of weapons at his disposal, and still he looked very pedestrian.
Yeah, and you can't be playoff time. You can't be dependent. If one player drops out,
you still got a ball.
Somebody you got to steal ball.
Yeah. Hey, I'm with you. Like I get it. You was without Debo and Trent Williams, but damn it, you still got George Kittle, CMC, and Brandon Ayuk who've all been playing well. That ain't enough for you. Right. You started turning the ball over like crazy because you missing 2 out of the 5 all-stars that you got on your squad.
Yeah.
Shit, some of these teams need just 1 all-star or 2.
Right.
You got 5, and you out 12, and you still can't win. So that was kind of a knock for me on Purdy. Is like, damn, bro, like damn. Like they done already made it plus for you. Like, and I get a lot of people say, well, look at Jalen Hurts. He has Devontae Smith and AJ Brown and DeAndre Swift. Like everything's plus for him. Yeah, which is true. But I've also seen Jalen Hurts go out there and go win it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can see that he's a talent.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He won it with his feet. He's won it with his arm. You know what I'm saying? So you can see different phases of his game throughout a game when you're watching it.
Yeah.
And when Swift didn't play or when Swift wasn't in the game, you know what I'm saying? He still was marching down the field. So he still was winning games. So my thing is like, they're not in the same category.
Yeah. I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? They're not in the same category. I mean, then my thing is how you give him an MVP. Do you put Brock Purdy in the top 10 quarterbacks? Do you put him in the top 5?
I mean,
top 5. You put him in the top 5. To me,
no.
You're an MVP and you're not in the top 5. How does that make sense?
Well, because look, it's you're not asking Brock Purdy to do much.
I mean, it's not because it's not because of him. I'm just saying with these people I'm hearing talking about, he's getting MVP conversation.
Oh yeah.
Like You ask him, what is he a top 5? Well, no.
I've been hearing
top 10. Well, no. Then
all
how's
year.
the conversation?
I've been hearing it all year. Oh, he's elite. Like, what you mean, Brock Purdy's elite? I never. Well, wait, hold on. Am I missing something? Because I've seen C.J. Beathard, look like he was a NFL quarterback in that Kyle Shanahan system. I see Nick Mullins look like he can do some things in that system. Hell, with Jimmy Garoppolo had a winning record, like way over 500 under that Kyle Shanahan system.
Right.
Obviously, Brock Purdy's doing well in that system. When you can have multiple quarterbacks that fit the same mold, do the same output in that system, I'm leaning more towards that the system just works. All right.
Yeah.
And obviously Trey Lance he doesn't fit that same mold as those other 4 quarterbacks. You saw what happened. It didn't work. They moved on.
Trey Lance ain't stay healthy enough. We see what you know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate. It's like, do you and we'll say this and let's get ready to close it out, but do you call him a bust because you ain't really seen him play?
No, I just never thought that system fit him. I just thought he never fit that system. You gotta look at the quarterbacks: C.J. Mullins, C.J. Beathard, Nick Mullins, Jimmy Garoppolo, Brock Purdy. Even Sam Darnold, who's the backup right now. They all look the same. And I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about as a quarterback player.
Yeah, as a quarterback. Yeah, they the same type of quarterback. Basically.
Yeah, Trey Lance is not that type of quarterback.
Right.
Trey Lance is a different style. Can from what I saw of him in NFL and when he played at South Dakota State, could he stay in the pocket? Yes, but he operated better by moving the pocket and by actually getting outside the pocket and moving it, and the bootleg, the play action, and he was more mobile than all those other 5 quarterbacks that are in that San Francisco system. Right. He's not the same mode. So I never thought that he was going to be able to succeed in the Kyle Shanahan system. I always thought that Kyle Shanahan was smart enough as an offensive coach to work with what Trey Lance offered you. But honestly, I don't think Kyle Shanahan is smart enough to do that. Because you know how you got certain players, you like, hey, I'm willing to work with what you got and combine it with my offensive, thought process, and we come up with
right.
Kyle Shanahan was like, nah, bro,
we got to ship you out, bro.
See
down with Dak. You're Dak caliber quarterback.
Yeah, you are the square peg, and I got a circle hole. It just ain't happening, bro. So
you fit McCarthy system.
So he was like, yeah, you just don't fit my system, and got rid of him. And instead of trying to find out what he can do best and work the plays around him, I think they gave up on him. And Shanahan wasn't willing to, budge off of his system because he knows his system works. We've seen it.
Right.
And he's just like, nah, I'm not ready to give up and blow up my system for this guy.
He's like, you good?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, unfortunately, he was never going to succeed in San Francisco. So, they did right by him.
Right.
But I couldn't call him a bust. It just wasn't the right system.
Okay.
A bust is Jamarcus Russell, a guy that just didn't care. All right. That's a bust.
I got you. Ryan Leaf, a bust.
Yeah. Nah.
Marinovich, a bust.
Yeah, these youngins don't even know who the hell you just said. Google that shit right now.
Who? Spell it.
In the comments so we can yeah. But there it is, man. We did a little bit of overtime. It is what it is because we was on CP time. It is what it is. But
that's how we do.
Well, we ain't in no rush. I mean, we got the rush to go watch that old trash ass game in 30 minutes. So
I ain't gonna watch that. I'm about to go watch Caitlin Clark play.
But nah, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Right.
Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button on the I.O.W. Sports Network YouTube channel, as well as follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Join the Facebook group, I.O.W. Sports Network, I.O.W. Sports Network. Twitter. Everything's on the bottom. And if you're feeling real generous, man, the Cash App is still up too, $. I.O.W.
Cash App.
Yeah, the Cash App's still there. So Don't be ashamed. And if you drop $30, I think you still got some hats left over, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. You can get you a little I.O.W. Sports cap. And
we're gonna try to get some new hats with the new logo on it too.
Yeah, man. That'll be dope. That'll be fly.
Mhm.
But hey, man, we appreciate y'all on behalf of the homie Detroit Mail. I'm the Wild Card Mar. Chop it up with us again on Monday. We about you.
Bye.
Peace.